Hi, Ethan. This is a review of your lesson from May 5th, 2023. And today we went over the normal scale, first of all, from low G up to high A, back down to low G. And one of the things that we talked about was when you're transferring from D to E, and then back down from E to D, making sure that you avoid a crossing sound. And the strategy for that is if you're on D and you're going up to E, right, you want to make sure that you lift the E finger up just a teensy bit sooner than you bring these fingers down, right? Similarly, say you're going back down from E to D, right? You're on the E, you lift these fingers up just a teensy bit before you bring the E finger down, and then you'll never get the crossing sound. So when you're doing your scale, I want you to think about that. It's just being mindful of it. You know how to do it. So let's go ahead and play a scale together from low G all the way up to high A and back down again. Okay, it'll be on my count, just like we did at the performance last week. On 3. So first let's get a low G sound check. Check your low G. Ready? Make sure your fingers are in the low G position. Okay, scale, starting on low G, going up and coming back down. 1, 2. Okay, if you had a little bit of trouble going from D to E without a crossing sound, I want you to just think about it right now. Try it with me here. Let's try this transition where you go from D to E. Ready? 1, 2. Okay, let's do the scale again, just like before. Give me a low G sound check. Okay, on 3. 1, 2. Okay, now I'd like you to pause the video and try that on your own. See how it works for you. Okay, so we're done with the scale. Now, what we did in the lesson today was introduce the G grace note scale. And I think we went all the way up to F. So I want you to get your music out. The music that you have for this is handwritten by me. And we pointed at it a lot during the lesson today to make sure that you knew what the notes meant. This is a printed version of it from the tutor book, but it's the same idea. You can see it's called the G grace note scale, right? And you can see the very first thing that you're going to play is a high G grace note. That's what that little symbol right there means. And it lands on low G, right? And that sounds like this. Get your fingers in the low G position, and the G grace note fingers just up a little bit like that, and you blow, and then you bring it down like this. 1, 2. Let's just try that again. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, and you got to low G. The next step is to play a G grace note to low A. On the music, that is, you're on the low G, you play a G grace note to the next note, low A. So that looks like this. Here we are on low G. We're going to lift up both of these fingers, the pinky and the pointer finger up here. This is the low G finger and the high G finger, right? They're going to lift up at the same time, and then you're going to drop the top one like this. 1, 2. Ready? 1, 2. Ready? Get in the G position. 1, 2. Okay. The next one, you're going from low A to B, right? Here we are. You're on the low A, and you're going to do a G grace note up to B. Let's just try that on its own. Ready? You're on low A, you're going to go up to B. It means you're going to lift up both these fingers and then drop the top one. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. One more time. 1, 2. Okay, the next one, you just got to B. Great job. Now you're on B, and you're going to do a G grace note to C. So there we are. Let's go ahead and play that. Here we are on B. We're going to lift up the fingers and land on C. Ready? 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Okay, here we are on C. We're going to go up to D. Here's what it looks like in the music. You just made it to C, and you're going to do G grace note to D. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. All right, now you're on D, and you need to go up to E. So in the music, that looks like this. We're on the D, right there, and you need to do a G grace note up to E. E is for Ethan, remember? All right, in this one, we need to make sure that we lift 2 fingers at the same time on the top hand. Here's the D position, right? We need to lift both of these 2 fingers. So I want you to practice that just without blowing right now, just lifting those 2 fingers at the same time. And we also talked about how if you have trouble lifting these 2 fingers at the same time, what you might do is think about lifting the top finger just a little bit sooner than the E finger, okay? And we practiced that just like this without finishing the grace note. It went like this. See that? Try that on your own. If you need a little bit of time, you can pause the video. One more time with me. If you're hearing this, that's not good. We don't want that. We want these to lift together, right? And again, the trick is make it feel like this top finger's lifting just a teensy bit earlier than this other one, than the E finger, to make it sound right. Okay, once you have that sorted out, you can drop your G grace note finger and these fingers down here, and then you're in the E position. So it goes like this. Okay, let's try that together with a count. Starting on D, get your fingers in the D position. That's what it sounds like. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. If that's not working playing with me on the video at this time, it's maybe not completely comfortable, just pause the video and try it on your own. All right, the next transition, you got to E is for Ethan. Now we're going to go up from E to F. So here we are on E, G grace note to F. All right, this is where we stopped right after this. Here's your E, right? You're going to play a G grace note, which is these 2 fingers off, and then land on F. That's what it looks like. Okay, let's try it together. Make the E sound. Ready? 1, 2. Again, from E, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. All right, we're going to stop there, and what we're going to do now is just put all those together in a scale and try to play along with me. Here we go. We're going to start in the low G position, right? G is for, or here's the low G sound check, right? But then we're going to bring the G grace note finger up because we start with the G grace note on low G. Follow along. We'll go to the scale all the way up to F with G grace notes. 1, 2. Okay, let's try it again. Right, get in the low G position. G grace note ready to go. 1, 2. You might want to just practice this on your own and not follow along if it's too fast. And if you can follow along, great, and we'll work on the rest of the scale next week. Have fun.